Hi everyone, I'm Tam, and we're back with another spurious dish. I have some leftover cooked fettuccine, fettuccine, um, close enough anyway. Cooked fettuccine, about 8 ounces dry, that is now cooked. So leftover there. So we're going to make some egg tomato fettuccine. So just 4 tomatoes. This is chopped parsley that is also left over. I'll probably use like 1 cup of this. One cup of it. It's pretty strong, so yeah, 1 cup of this. And then we have unsalted butter. So pretty straightforward. This is already cooked. If yours is not cooked, just put about like 4 cups of water, 4 to 8 cups of water, boil it. Put in your dry fettuccine, let it boil for about gently boil for about I guess 12 to 16 minutes, 12 to 16 minutes, depending on how firm you want it, al dente, etc. And then you just and then you just pour it out the hot water, replace it with the cold water inside a pot, and leave it to the side. The reason why is because that will stop the cooking process. If you leave it in the hot water, it will continue to cook. So replace the hot water with the cold water once you're done, so it freezes, so to speak. Yeah, so that's basically what that's. I may use less eggs. I don't know yet. We'll see how I guess thick the eggs will make the sauce. I want something that's kind of like thick but not too thick. Something that's kind of like a bit heavy but not chumpy like clumps. So we'll see. So let's dice these tomatoes into like 0.25 inch like squares, something like that, very small. So that way we can then simmer them in the butter, so they'll break down a bit quicker than using big pieces. So that's the idea. I'll come back when I'm ready for the next part. All right, we're back. The tomatoes are diced up. I cut them smaller, so about 0.1 inch by 0.1 inch, so smaller. So that way it cooks a bit quicker. Now, yeah, the butter is melted. 1 stick of unsalted butter. Let me put the phone down. All right. No heat, turn off. Just put this down here. All right, so it's a lot of tomatoes actually. Probably more than I actually want, honestly. All right, that's fine. It's okay. Most of it will kind of like reduce once you actually cook it. It will start to like decrease in volume. Because most of this is just like liquid, like water, similar to like onions. Tomatoes probably have more liquid than like actual onion, but yeah, you get the point. Most of this is just water content. Move it around here. So once you cook it down, it can a lot of times it's kind of like a paste or something. So we'll probably let this, I guess, simmer for like 30 minutes or something like that. So it kind of like cooks pretty well and nicely. It becomes like a paste. And just move around a bit more. So move around, kind of flatten this out. Like that. Bring it to like a boil. And then we'll let it kind of simmer. Bring it to a boil and then let it kind of simmer on medium to low. So medium to low for about half an hour. So it should be the kind of like a nice, kind of like a gooey paste. All right, I'm back now. It's been about half an hour. I let the, so after 20 minutes of it simmering, I used a fork in the last 10 minutes to kind of mash it down. So I was still simmering it for the last 10 minutes. for the last 10 minutes, I simmered and also like used a fork. So I pushed down and then kind of like did circles like that. So I used a fork to mash it up as it was still simmering. And that's why it looks like this, to help speed up the process. So this is one way you can like, you know, one way you can turn it into paste quickly. Tastes pretty good. Okay, let's add in the other ingredients. Alright, let's add in. Let's start with 2 eggs. Let's see how much this is. So let me just turn this back to medium to low, same temperature, and then let's put in 2 eggs. See how much this does. How much this kind of thickens the sauce. So it's 1 egg. And then you do another egg. Let's see, another egg. Come on, another egg. That. And I'm also going to add in one cup of chopped parsley. So let me quickly whip the egg into the thing here. So let me whip it around first. So it's kind of like, yeah, 2 eggs is enough. 2 eggs is pretty thick actually. Yeah, 2 eggs will make this pretty thick. I can just tell. So 2 eggs is what we want here. More than that, then it's not gonna be too too thick. So this is just the right kind of creaminess here. Trying to do a lot of things at once here. So using a spoon, kind of like a same motion, circular motion, so that way it kind of evenly spreads out here. Circular motion. Low heat. Okay, it's adding like one cup of those. So 1 cup. That's like half a cup. And this is like more. So that should be 1 cup of parsley, chopped parsley. Actually, it's just a bit more. That should be 1 cup of chopped parsley. And we kind of just do the same thing, kind of move into the thing. Circular motion, like moving in a circle. So that way it kind of like combines. Combines like that. Combines. Yeah, this looks very creamy and nice. So it's good. So that's a perfect like ratio. Just keep it there. Okay, so that's that. So I'll probably like gently let this kind of like cook, because the egg is not cooked exactly. Actually, the egg should be pretty cooked in about like another like 30 seconds or so. So I may actually add the fettuccine right now, the finishing touch. So keep moving around, otherwise the egg will stick to the pan. So just kind of move around like this. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. You see? Very creamy and kind of nice. Low heat, you know, creamy kind of nice. It will definitely cook pretty well. So if you want this to be really nice and kind of like creamy, I guess you can like you know, you can spend 5 more minutes simmering it and using the fork, so like kind of smash up even more. That's probably what I'll do. So I'll come back to you when I'm ready for the pasta. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. I continue to like use the fork to kind of mash it up. It was cooking kind of slowly, simmering. The pasta is reheated, so this is cooked pasta that cooked fettuccine that I already have. I'll add this to the thing, to the pan, and probably let it kind of simmer by itself for like maybe 5 or 10 more minutes, so that everything kind of finishes off. That's a plan here. This is already cooked. Oops! Oh, there's this water from the. Oh, dang it! That's okay. As I cook this, the water will kind of evaporate anyway. So the water will evaporate. and any remaining water will be kind of evaporated. All right, so let me just yes, there's a lot more water thing. So be careful if you reheat your pasta, because it definitely will kind of like may drip some water from being frozen in the fridge. Anyway, so move around. Yeah, it's definitely more liquid than I want. So I'm actually going to cook this a bit longer, because I want the liquid, the excess of liquid to disappear. So then you're left with a more creamy, and not like a soup, you know, something that's more creamy. So move the pasta around a little bit more. Yeah, right now it looks more like it looks more like a soup than actual pasta. So just move around a bit more here. Move around a bit more. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Just give me a few moments here. See, right now it looks more like a soup because there's like a lot of excess water that just entered the pan. So I'll actually, I guess, let this kind of simmer for a little bit. For maybe like, I guess, 10 minutes. And here is our final product. Egg, tomato, fettuccine. Let me zoom in here. Like that. 2 serving sizes, roughly. 2 serving sizes. All right, let's do a taste test. Smells like egg and like something like smells like egg plus some kind of like herb. That's probably the parsley. You can definitely smell the tomato and butter. The tomato and butter like blended together pretty well. Like a watery tomato butter egg. Yeah, that's about it. Feta cheese would be really nice. However, I have no feta cheese, so this is what it is. All right, so let's see what it tastes like. It tastes way too watery. The sauce is too watery. Way too watery. Yeah, it's way too watery. It's not thick enough. Yeah, it's definitely not thick enough. The tomatoes are very soft and kind of gooey. The egg is like, you can't really taste the egg. The egg is like, it's just kind of the egg is like a layer, a very thin layer. You can't really distinctly taste it. Tomatoes are very gooey, like a gooey texture. The fettuccine is like very nice and kind of like it's like a soft firmness to it. It's not too hard. It's not too soft. It's like it's pretty good. The main issue is that the sauce is just so watery. It's like very runny. And it's also not enough flavor either. Lime plus like salt will probably enhance the flavor. The main thing is just too kind of runny though. It should be more concentrated. Yeah, I don't exactly know how to thicken the sauce. I guess you could add like flour or potato starch to kind of like make it more thick, or you let it cook a bit longer, simmer, so that way the water kind of evaporates to become a bit thicker by itself. That takes too much time though. Anyway, this is what I have. Have a good day, folks.